Multicultural London. London is a city of about 8 million people and is one of the most culturally and ethnically diverse cities on Earth. While only 6.5% of people in the UK are from an ethnic minority, over 40% of the capital city's population say they are non-white British. A lot of immigration has taken place since the 1940s. Caribbean workers first arrived on a ship called the Windrush in 1948, and Asians started arriving from India, Pakistan and Bangladesh to escape poverty in the 1950s. These ethnic groups now make up almost 20% of the city's population, and their descendants have made a significant impact on British life and culture. Large communities of people from hundreds of countries all over the world live in London and call it home. Immigrants bring their food, their character, and their culture. They also tend to live in one particular area of the city. They also bring their stories. Anna Cabra.
I live in Stockwell in southwest London, and I'm one of about 30,000 people of Portuguese origin in this area. The local inhabitants call it Little Lisbon because the streets are full of Portuguese restaurants and cafes. My father emigrated to Stockwell from Madeira in 1970, and he still lives here. I have lived in Stockwell all my life, and I love living here. I experience the best of two very different cultures.
Cwong Fan.
I'm sitting outside a cafe in Hackney in North London. When you close your eyes in Hackney on a warm day, you think you are in Vietnam because this part of the city smells of ginger, chili, and the other ingredients of Vietnamese food. My parents and I have lived in Hackney since we arrived here in 1976. We were refugees and I was only 3. At that time, thousands of Vietnamese escaped from the communist dictatorship in Vietnam on small boats, and many came to live in London.
Hello, and welcome back to Britain Today. I'm talking to Mohammed Ahmed, who's a local politician in Leicester, one of the most ethnically diverse cities in England. Welcome to the show, Mohammed.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So, tell me about life in Leicester. Why is there such a large South Asian population in the city?
Well, Leicester is a very industrial city in the centre of England, and it has always had a large clothes industry. So, when people from India and Pakistan started arriving in the UK in the 1960s, Leicester was an attractive place to live for them. There were a lot of jobs for Asian people in the clothes factories, making trousers and suits and dresses.
Do South Asian people still work in the clothes industry in Leicester?
Well, yes, but there aren't many clothes factories anymore. Many Indian and Pakistani families have started their own companies. They have restaurants and corner shops and work in the market. And, of course, the younger people have very different lives. They have integrated into British society. They are teachers and doctors, and many of them have moved away from living in the city.
Over 40% of the population of Leicester is of Asian descent. Are there any problems in the city between the white British community and immigrant families?
Well, yes, there are. There are people in the Asian community, mostly women, who don't speak English, and in the white community there are racist political groups.
It sounds bad.
Well, I don't want to be pessimistic. There are some very positive things about this multicultural city too. We have fantastic celebrations of Indian festivals, and we have Melton Road in the centre, a road which has restaurants and shops from all over the world. I love living here. It's so diverse.
The globalization of the high street. A.
I'm standing in the city centre of Stockholm in Sweden, and I'm looking around at all the shops, and there is a familiarity about them. I can see a big H&M, a Stockmann, and a Zara. Over there, people are queuing in McDonald's. There isn't a single shop that I don't recognise. When I go abroad, I want to experience different shops and buy local produce, but every high street and shopping centre in Europe is identical. But is this really a problem? Isn't it true that there are positive benefits, as well as drawbacks, to having the same shops all over the world?
B.
On the one hand, major international chain stores offer value and quality. They sell products at low prices because they buy them in large quantities from manufacturers. They also employ a lot of people. They offer jobs in design and marketing, as well as in their shops. On the other hand, the globalization of our high streets has reduced choice. A lot of independent clothes shops have disappeared. Traditional shops such as butchers, bakers, and local bookshops have all closed down. Small shops employ fewer people. However, they still can't compete because their costs are higher.
C.
Most consumers would like to have interesting local shops and high street international stores. So we should support both. Although we might continue to shop in major stores, we should also buy things from local shops. Local governments can help too. They can help small businesses by giving them low rents, and they can build small shopping centres where only small independent shops can sell their produce. In conclusion, the globalization of the high street is not a bad thing if we can also protect independent shops.
Hi, Joe. Where are you?
Hi, Mark. I'm in Thailand.
Thailand? Wow. What are you doing there? Are you on holiday?
Well, no, I'm working, believe it or not. I'm teaching in a language school in Chiang Mai in the north of the country. I've been here since January. That's 5 months.
Are you having fun?
Well, yes and no. On the one hand, the teaching is hard work, and I'm teaching a lot of hours. On the other hand, my students are great. They're Thai children, and they're very friendly. The school day is very different here in Thailand. Lessons start at 8 o'clock, and students go home at 3. They all bring their lunch from home and eat in the classroom.
Really? Do you like the food?
Oh, yes, I love it, but it's really hot and spicy. I love eating a hot curry in the evenings, but Thai people often have a hot curry with chilies for breakfast. They eat a lot of eggs and rice, too. And they love eating snacks. You can buy a lot of street food in Chiang Mai, and it's delicious.
What do Thai people do at weekends?
Thais spend a lot of time with their families. They often go to Buddhist temples, and in their free time, they love shopping. It's very hot in the country, so they usually spend time in modern air-conditioned shopping centres, or they go to traditional night markets. At a night market, you can buy anything: CDs and DVDs, designer clothes, antiques and souvenirs. I love the night markets.
They sound great. Right, I have to go now, Joe. Have fun in Thailand. See you soon.
Bye, Mark.
I have a friend, Jo, who lives and works in Thailand. She told me it's very different from Ireland. For example, one thing to keep in mind is that breakfast in Thailand is very different from in Ireland. Thai people often have spicy curry in the morning. One thing my friend recommends doing when you go to Thailand is trying the street food. She says it's delicious. Since it's very hot during the day in Thailand, people spend a lot of time at night markets where you can buy almost everything. They sound really fun and interesting. You should definitely go.
Where in London do you live, Elena?
I'm renting an apartment in Hampstead. It's a really nice area in the north of the city, but it's very expensive.
And how long have you lived here?
Well, I first came to London 7 years ago for the summer, but I didn't decide to actually move here until last year. I'm planning to spend 5 years here, but we'll see.
What do you enjoy about living in the city?
Well, there are a lot of things to do here. There are fantastic plays and musicals on in the theatres. Of course, I hardly ever see any of them because they're expensive and I'm busy working in the evenings. But it's great to be in a big city where these things happen. I often meet friends in local cafes and restaurants. There are some wonderful places to eat and drink in the city. And on sunny weekends, we go to a park and have a picnic. People think that London is polluted and full of traffic. That's true, of course, but it's also a very green city with wonderful parks full of trees and flowers.
And are there any drawbacks?
Well, yes. The cost of living is very high. I can't go out as often as in Spain because everything is so expensive. And the weather is, well, typically English. I didn't know it could rain so often. A lot of days are grey and cold. You need a good coat and an umbrella here.
What do you miss about Spain?
The weather. My mom. I still miss having her around. I don't miss my two crazy brothers at all. When I first arrived, I used to miss good, strong coffee. English people drink a lot of coffee, but they like it very weak. It's like water. Anyway, now I've stopped drinking coffee and I've become a tea drinker. I'm starting to feel very English.